welcome to Home Care Queen TV. Today is Wednesday, May 31st, the last day of the month, and I'm here to bring you your midweek boost. And as you know, our midweek boost is just an encouragement for all of us who are working, who are home, who are just doing what we need to do to get through the week. So it is 97 degrees here in sunny Arizona. 97 degrees here in Arizona. We have a slight wind. Um, very comfortable. It just makes it very comfortable. It's extremely sunny, but it's not that hot today. And the wind just makes it enjoyable. I'm here sitting in the backyard, bringing you your boost. I'd like to say thank you, thank you, thank you for all the individuals from different countries and continents, and here in the United States, and here in my city, Phoenix. I just want to thank you all for supporting me and imploring you to continue to support me by liking, sharing, and subscribing to your family and friends. Now, as you notice, the channel has varied topics, varied posting, because I decided to add my vlogging in it, and I'm hoping that you're enjoying it. I tend to do, a lot of cooking, and when I'm out running errands, it's so beautiful here. I decided to also bring some of that into the equation. So, just a little bit about what's going on the news. Uh, we are at the point where they're about to vote for our budget to continue all the services that are needed in our community. And I know that a lot of individuals have been really concerned about their Social Security and their food stamps and everything that this bill entails. But let me encourage you and let you know that I really don't think that this bill is going to be stuck. I think they're going to work it out where they can continue to support those that depend on these programs. So I would suggest that you don't stress too much about it. The payments for this month is already slated to be paid, because they're slated at least 30 to 60 days in advance. It's not just done overnight. So I would encourage us, especially our seniors, not to worry too much about losing your Social Security, because I don't think that will happen. I have been following the news because these topics are of very great interest to me. So I don't think that we should worry too much about losing our Social Security. I think they're going to do whatever it takes. And yes, we might have some cuts. We might have some cuts. And with every planning, you look at our families, when we're planning, when we're budgeting for vacation, for kids going to college, we have to cut back on a little. It's the same way with the government. They have to look at all the issues that they're facing and all the resources that they have to supply the country, and see where they can cut back a little. But from listening, especially this morning, I don't see where that there's going to be a total wipeout of the social programs. I don't see where there's going to be a total wipeout of the social program, because remember, a lot of individuals depends on the social program. The government might seem like they don't care, it might seem that I don't care, but let me tell you, when it comes on to protecting Social Security and all the benefit that comes for seniors and those that are in need, there is that platform continue that will continue to push to keep these programs going. So let's come up for air and let's, relax and know that you won't lose your Social Security, you won't lose your Medicare, you won't lose other programs that come under these bills, because it is vital to keep the country going through social programs. Okay? So I brought that up because a lot of individuals have been texting me and asking me what do I think about the bill. And in listening to everything that has been going on for the last 30 days regarding this bill, I don't see where Social Security is going to be cut. Okay? I think, again, as I said before, there might be some programs that are, cut back a little bit. There might be some, some type of change going on, but I don't think that you're going to lose your Social Security. All right? So let's just relax and see where it goes, because the government is not going to make so many millions of people really, really suffer for this. So that's what's going on the news that is of concern to me as an advocate and as a supporter for seniors. The other thing I'd like to talk about is supporting our family caregivers. As family members, how do we support the main caregiver who is taking care of our mom or our dad? And this topic came to me because, as you all have seen, I've been advertising, and I've shown pictures on Facebook of my dad celebrating his 92nd birthday with all of us who were able to make it down to Florida to be there for him and my sister, who is his main caregiver. And while I was there and I observed, and let me first say that when it comes on to our parents, we as siblings, we tend to put away the issues and just focus on our parents and what is best for them. And I watched my sister this weekend, even though a lot of us was in the room, a lot of us was there with her, and I tell you, the attention, and it's like it's like an instant instinct when he needs something. And even though quite a few of us was there and we were willing to help, I remember, for example, one situation, I was trying to assist him to get dressed for his party, and trying to do it, the way I could. And she come in and she says, "Guess what? I have this way of getting things done for him fast, because Dad he has some memory lapses, and because of that, she has a structure for him where she can get him to cooperate with her." And she came in, and the rest of us was chuckling, because we're there and we want to assist, but it's just instinctually she just comes in because she's used to helping, and we just sit back and let her help, because what was important is that we are there. We weren't just there for Dad, but we're there for her, to show her that we support you, we are here for you. And just to watch her navigate through taking care of my dad, it brought me such joy. And any one of us, if Dad had lived with any one of us, we all would have given him the best care, because that's who we are to our parents. But just to watch her, I keep mentioning to her throughout the time I spent with her, I said, "Your baby needs you." Because she just had a way with him that got him to just cooperate, and it just warms my heart. So in that, I said to myself, it would be something good to discuss in my Boost Wednesday. How do we support the main caregiver that is taking care of our family member? How do we support them? And do we go in as the person that is visiting and just take over, or do we allow them to continue the pattern and the structure that they have made with the parent or the individual in the family that they're being cared for? And I would suggest that when we are visiting the individual that is taking care of our family member, that we lend the space for them to continue to do how they do when we're not there, and be there when they need our assistance. And even if we see something that we think, oh, I would have done it this way, that way, don't voice it. Don't voice it, because that's not support. That's not support. Support is going there, and support is visiting and allowing the individual to ask for your assistance, even though it's your family member. And it can be hard because, you know, I have heard families told me in the past that I feel so guilty knowing that I can't be there for my family member that needs care, and that is just this individual that is taking care of them. I'm here to suggest, don't let your guilt be an issue where there's no issue. Don't let your guilt be an issue where there is no issue. What do I mean by that? Because you're feeling guilty doesn't mean that the person that is taking care of the family is doing something wrong, or they have to step aside now because you're there. No. Be there to cushion the individual. Just your presence. Because I watched my sister. The first day I went there, I could see that she was tired, and she voiced it. She said, I am so tired. I am ready for a vacation. And we all supported her and said, when you're ready, let us know. We will make the time to come and care for that so you can get your rest. So allow the individual to continue the way they've been caring for your family member while you support, not change, not try to just suggest how it should be done. And that's a wonderful thing about watching this weekend with all my siblings. Not one of us was interested to show our point. We was there. We know she appreciate that we came. Dad just loved it. And we went with the flow. Because it wasn't about us. It was about Dad and her. Her having our support, Dad seeing that, yes, we all live all over the place, but guess what? We made the time to be there for them. So I would suggest, again, don't let your guilt of not being there or not doing enough become an issue when you visit your loved ones who are away from you and there's a sibling or another family member who's caring for them. Okay, so I just wanted to drop that into our midday boost, because being there to just being there is a boost for the individual that is the main caregiver. It's a boost. Okay, so the other issue I'd like to talk about is that it's Wednesday. And again, it's the middle of the week. Traffic. I don't know what is wrong with traffic on Wednesday. Wednesday mornings, when I go out, and in the evenings, I notice that the traffic is thicker and dense than ever. I don't know if any one of you have noticed that. That the traffic becomes so bad in the middle of the week. I don't know why. And that in itself can create a stress. So here's what I would suggest. You have a stressful week, you have long shifts, you have difficult supervisor, difficult co-workers, difficult client. When you're driving, put on a nice upbeat music. Put on a nice upbeat music, whether it's gospel, whatever you want, and just be in the moment and don't be so preoccupied with the traffic and what's going on. So when you get to work, you are not that stressed. Okay? And while at work, remember, put a smile on. Remember, while at work, put a smile on. Even though it's difficult, put a smile on your face. That person that always irk your nerves, just give them, okay, when they're telling you or bossing you around, okay, and give them a nice smile. Yes, it's easier said than done. I've practiced it for a while, so it's easier said than done. Some people call it passive aggression. I don't. You just bless the person and leave them. And you're not going to let them interrupt your day. You're not going to let them interrupt your day. You're going to do whatever it takes to get through the day, get through the rest of the week, and cope. So this has been your midweek boost, and I am your host, Muriel Melville. Have a good day, keep smiling, and take care of each other.